Yeah, well, you know, in soccer, you know, we're a soccer nation, and you have these natural talents like Messi, you know, Lionel Messi. So maybe you're one of them. But there must be a lot of people who watch your videos who come from these teachings or who came across these teachings.
Definitely, they're very popular.
Yeah.
I've heard of her name, so she's obviously well known.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people from Sedona, where I'm from, where I live, that have studied her, and some have met her, some live at her, I don't know what you would call it, her ashram, her
retreat.
Her retreat.
Yeah, it was
Up
called
in
retreat.
Oregon, I believe. Was it in Oregon?
I don't know. I don't know exactly.
I think it's in Oregon, or it was. And yes, I know people who've stayed there, who've met her personally, but I think she passed away before I became in the spirituality. Oh, okay. So yeah, I was in the spirituality then, but I just didn't know who she was, or that she existed. But yeah, I know many people who knew her. And there's so many paths. The path is always within.
You live in Sedona, Arizona. Is there a special force or special feeling there? Special higher energy than?
Yeah, there's a lot more energy there, definitely.
Yes.
A lot of people who live there in the spirituality.
Yeah.
So that holds the energy very high. And also the land itself has a lot of energy in it. Yeah, it's always been a sacred place. It's very beautiful, and the energy is unlike anywhere else I've been.
Oh, you're lucky to live there.
Yeah. Yeah, I've traveled a lot. I really, really like it.
This is your place, your home.
Yes. Yeah.
The
For right
base.
now.
For right now, yes, you don't know.
For the last about 12 years it's been.
Okay.
So, but I travel around from there and really like it.
And when do you think you will come back?
Come back here and probably next summer.
Next summer. Oh, that will be
Probably in
great.
June again.
That will be great.
Yeah, I'm very happy to come back.
And how old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah.
My body is
Ages.
31.
31.
The body is.
Yes, the body
That is what I'm talking about. His
Are you star sign dog?
A dog?
Yeah, born in the year of the dog?
Yeah, water dog.
I thought so. I'm a dragon.
Yeah, one of my closest friends is a fire dragon.
Okay.
We're not supposed to play together,
No.
but we do very, very well together. Yeah, we're opposite. Dragon and dog are opposite.
Yes.
We're supposed to do good together, and I'm water and she's fire. We're not supposed to do good together, but we have so much fun.
Maybe
Always a good time.
there's a lot of correspondence in the Western signs. Maybe she's a what is your sign?
I'm an Aquarian.
Aquarian.
Yes.
Well, maybe she's a Gemini or an Aquarian.
What is she? I forget her astrological sign. Yeah, she's a fire dragon though, and she's a redhead.
Oh.
She's very fiery and she's very physically active. Like she's my yoga teacher. So she's a lot of fire, and I'm like the opposite, very peaceful and relaxed. But we have a lot of fun together, you know, we're all good friends. And, so opposites, you know, they can create a very dynamic relationship. It doesn't have to be conflict. It's how you work together, and you can actually balance each other and energize each other.
You must be very enlightened for that, because I met a lot of dogs, you know, and
they always bite.
And then I have to you know, how you say that, if you this fire the dragon gives,
Yes.
I have to blow back, you know.
Yes, you have to blow them, yes. They bite your ankles and you blow fire on them.
Yeah, they're quite intense. I mean, they you know, it's like they don't have any interest at all, or they have a lot of interest, you know. And then because I once met this Gemini dog, and I mean, we were friends, but it was always tension, you know. It was always tension. But he wasn't into the stuff, you know, we're talking about now. So.
Our soul expresses through the different signs, astrological or year signs, and I think it's like a spiral. Our soul can express in higher levels, at more mature ways, or it can express in lower ways.
Yeah.
So any soul can be enlightened in any sign. There's not one sign that makes a soul enlightened. It's how they express through the qualities of that sign that relate to their lifetime.
Yeah, for example, David Icke is a dragon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Well, it fits with his role in society. Very powerful man, very influential. Lots of fire, so lots of expression, lots of transformation energy.
He's an icon of the times that are changing. At least that's what people hope. And you are also an icon. So, I mean, it's not healthy not to be aware of that. So, but yeah, I mean, you can have a lot of tension in personal lives, you know, and but when it comes, you know, when you reach this higher level where everything comes together, you know, when you share those norms and those values and those ethics, I mean, yeah, that should fade away. It should be of a lower order.
The conflict.
The conflict and the astrological
you evolved
terrain.
All the astrological characteristics. They're part of your expression here, like part of the ego structure that shapes you. But the more your soul comes into your mind, body, and emotion, the more your soul expresses its natural self. The less your astrological sign matters.
Yeah.
The less it changes you.
Yeah.
Because you're expressing from your soul.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. That's also what I'm thinking.
Can I ask you, like self-realization, is that step under enlightenment, or how can I see it?
It's
the
exactly the same. Yeah, you're realizing who you are, your deepest self. That's enlightenment. It's also called awakening, self-realization, God-realization. Some people in some systems make lots of labels and lots of divisions. I don't do that. I'm not interested in that. The self and God are the same. Enlightenment and awakening and realization are the same in my mind. They're different words pointing at the same thing. I see there's one very important experience, and that's this awakening, enlightenment, self-realization, God-realization. So that's all I'm interested in. I'm not interested in all these different layers of saying, you know, God and self and awakening and enlightenment and realization. That's just too mental, too confusing, and everybody disagrees about which one's higher and lower, and I just think, enough of that. Yeah. Too much talking, too much thinking. Be silent, okay. It's all the same. It's understanding who you are at the deepest point.
Because like if Krishnamurti is talking his I miss something. I know it is there, but like you're talking about now. That is the real thing. That is the real force. And that is more, to me, more intellectual.
Some beings have woken up here in their earth consciousness self. But they've never gone into their heart. So there's depth that we can go into ourselves. So this is your conscious self, this is your subconscious, this is your unconscious, and deep within the unconscious is that spiritual heart, that doorway of light through which that original higher self light shines. So to reach that, we have to surrender to God. We have to surrender to the source light that's creating us. But we can stay up here and we can be like intellectually enlightened. And for me that means we can talk about enlightenment and we might be very convincing, we might sound very intelligent, but we may not have given ourselves to that source light.
Something is missing.
Yeah, the love is usually not there, it's very dry and it's a brilliant mind, but the heart may not be open.
I have a question about healing. From unconditional love, healing another person. You accept another the way he is, or she is, and it can be healing. But it said that Jesus used his hands to make you healing. I wonder what your perspective is on that.
So the hands have very powerful like chakras, energy centers. And the energy from our hearts, when we're radiating it, sometimes we'll feel it go through our hands and radiate out. So sometimes in my videos or events or channeling, my body lifts up, my hands lift up, and I can feel the energy go from my heart to my hands and out. So it's sending more energy into this environment under the room. Of course, as consciousness, we can channel energy from anywhere. Reiki is very much the practice of learning to channel different frequencies of energy through your hands or through symbols that you may write. So it is possible to bring through that energy. The more we bring through, the stronger of effect it creates.